record. As Summer seems to have an audience, Summer, could you give me a brief overview of what last episode consisted of?
Sure. So we are going into, is it the mountains or something? Or woods?
You're in the Bramblewoods.
Yeah, that one. And Clarence decided to follow some weird floating orb thing, like a little prick.
The sentiment is shared.
Yeah. Spiders, giant spiders, and Lara decided to set the web on fire. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
No problem.
You were like born in hell. You're fine.
Not the point.
I'm like spiders. What can I say?
And then we all went to sleep, and now there's 2 shadow whiz fucks just flying about now.
Yes. Indeed. Yeah. So after walking into the spider's nest near the abandoned kobold hole and burning it down, you continued your hunt for a wyvern with little small wildlife in the area and being a little battered from the battle. You decided to settle for the night. A few of you experienced some overnight interactions, finishing with Goplana being awoken up by 2 whiz-crack shadows. As you panic, Goplana, and you attempt to escape the space of the shadows, this all being and happening in the middle of the night, you hear, "Pick up the blade, Goplana."
Don't do it.
Go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
I don't like you, creepy fuck.
Are we currently asleep?
I can't. I will say you are currently asleep because it is midnight and this has just occurred. I can't recall if Goplana actually got to that stage. My God, woman! You fuck! I put such a high DC, but I was like, no, that's too high. Let me put it one lower. So, fuck. Okay. You hear that ringing and that tone of that voice that's been haunting you for the last couple of days. The shadows realize that you're almost like rejecting this voice somehow. They kind of hear and they kind of begin to crawl and swerve towards you, reaching out to grasp at you. What do you do?
I'll pick up the blade. Oh, this is not
You're gonna pick it up anyway.
Don't fucking pick it up. You just had to roll a save to not fucking pick it up. What in your right mind thinks that it's a good idea?
Oh, I hate my life.
Like, your longbow does the same amount of damage and you know how to use it.
I mean, hell, just steal my staff if you're so desperate to hit it.
Oh, shitting fuck.
Come on, what do you
I've already
do?
said it though, haven't I?
Yeah. Are you picking the blade up? Okay.
Oh.
So you reach for the hilt of the blade. Your hand grasps around the cold, solid metal hilt. the shadows seem to drift off into the air and dissipate. Make another wisdom saving throw.
I could just roll 66 and just roll my
You better
character.
hope you roll the same as you did.
Marry fuck.
No. Okay.
Don't like the word no on that one.
So currently everyone's asleep.
Thought I
And-
screamed last
Yeah,
time.
well, actually, go ahead. Everyone can make a perception roll with disadvantage because you would have been asleep. Goplana's shriek may have woken you, so you guys can do that.
17.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
I mean, I'm assuming me and Lana would be in the same tent anyway.
Likely.
I imagine she's not in the tent while this is happening. Otherwise, it's very cramped. Take away from the drama of the scene somewhat. Or perception. Oh hell yeah! Big ears Jirak. Back again, once again.
That was a that was a disadvantage.
Oh, never mind then. I have. I'll tell you what. No, I have a second chance because I have a kegger. She's not nearly as good at perception, but it's worth a go. Oh, she's actually only one worse than me. That kind of sucks. Now she has advantage on things that rely on smell.
Nope.
Okay. I mean, it's a nat 20, but I will have to roll another one. That's very upsetting.
Oh, 20's good enough anyway. So Kegger is alert to this issue. And Summer, you see now, after the shriek, you see Goplana awkwardly holding this blade, and her eyes begin to glaze over.
10 out of 10, so 66, right?
So after you see Goplana stood there, glazed-eyed, you both hear the voice. Now's your chance. Take the little one's life.
No!
No.
No!
So, firstly, Goplana make a perception roll to work out where, obviously, within the tent, Clarence will be. Go ahead and roll me a attack at disadvantage because you're on the outside of the tent.
Don't think I've got it on my. Oh no, I haven't got it on my
I
thing.
don't think you have proficiency with long swords either, so you won't be rolling very well.
I'll scimitar, but that's the only thing I've got. Right, what am I rolling?
Hold on. The blade is.
I'm assuming it will be the same as the longsword that I have on here, right?
It's likely. Hold on. It might be different because it's an actual written item. So let me go to my inventory. It's just a +1 longsword.
So that's your strength. I think that's just straight up strength, unless your backstory permits you to. Oh, actually, it might. Elves are good at swords.
So it's a 1d8 and a +1 to your attack roll and damage.
A strength roll. I haven't got this on my sheet. Really good. No idea what I'm rolling.
Where is your? Hold on, let me find your sheet and I can add it to your sheet if you like. Characters. Goplana.
I don't think we hate that. I think
That should have added that to your attack right at the bottom.
Disadvantage?
Yes, because your attack, you would be swinging the blade, guessing that Clarence is from within. So currently you're just slashing at this tent. Summer, what are you doing?
Me?
I want to throw something at the sword to try and knock it out of her hand.
Okay.
I don't know what I have.
You
I
have
don't
you
have
still
that
have
rock
a.
anymore, do I?
Did you not pick it up?
No, I
Okay,
didn't.
then no, you
I
don't.
just threw it. I just launched it. You know what? I'll just use my quarterstaff to try and knock it out of her hand.
Okay.
22.
What's your AC, Goplana?
14.
Okay. I will say that you do manage to knock the. First of all, as you throw it, go ahead and roll your damage, and then I'll have Goplana do a saving throw for strength. So if you get more than a 7 in your strength saving throw, you manage to hold on to the blade.
Fuck you.
Still holding on to the blade.
Lie.
Additionally, Summer,
Oh.
can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Fine.
You take 7 points of psychic damage. And you
laugh
hear,
at me.
the, "No, Summer, don't disobey me."
Oh no.
Should we just like become evil now, or do we want to resist? Because I mean, we're halfway there already. 2 of 4.
It's just
Yeah, but currently you're like, I would put you under the remit of chaotic, not necessarily evil, but you're most certainly chaotic. This is lawful. I'm evil as fuck.
Oh boy.
So, what would Kegger do in this instance?
So we can see the shadow.
Shadows
Wait,
dissipated.
Oh, they're. Oh, right. I thought you meant like the
As-
shadows on the
as-
blade. Gotcha. Right.
No. The shadows appeared from the blade. They sort of grew their form out from the blade, and then were free to travel as they wished. But upon Goplana grasping the hilt of the blade, they dissipated. And now
Did they dissipate? This isn't something Kegger would know, I'd assume, but just out of idle curiosity, did they dissipate in any particular direction?
Up into the air.
Okay, right, okay. So, I mean, there's a good chance Goplana's possessed, but she might also not be. So, you know. Right. I don't know, because she's not... Right, she's not very intelligent, but she's quite wise. Surprising. She's got wisdom of 14, which I think is higher than some people in our party. So I think she would understand something's wrong with Goplana, but not know enough about the situation to do anything with it. I think she would spend her whole turn and action, etc., waking up Jirak.
Okay.
But if in doubt, default to one who knows things.
Sure thing. Okay.
just putting it out there. Lana's got a wisdom of 16, and yet she still picked up the blade. So
How have I got higher wisdom than you? I've got a wisdom of 17.
her intelligence is 15. It's just not going well for her.
Okay. Do you want to make another attack, please, Goplana?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
With I would say it's a straight roll now, because I would say you've hacked far enough holes
Oh,
into.
fuck me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh, fuck. It's not so bad.
Okay.
Oh yeah, don't forget. I think it's a little water.
Okay. So you slash and you jab the blade into Clarence's shoulder, instantly waking up, and he's like, What are you doing? Why would you do this to me?"
Oh
That is
no!
a flawless impression.
I thought we were friends.
Oh
Oh
no!
my god. Oh god.
So, Summer,
Oh,
what do you do?
um,
Not me!
I'm gonna just grab Lana by like the scruff of the neck and throw her outside the tent.
Okay, so go ahead and make a strength check, and
Just a straight
Goplana.
roll, yeah.
Yeah, well, actually, do an athletics. Athletics, sorry.
Oh, okay,
No,
thanks, Mark.
do that again,
Mark.
yeah. And then Goplana would be a strength saving throw.
24.
Hmm.
Oh, you're gonna beat me. I've got a strength of
Okay.
-1 revive.
So you pick up Goplana by the scruff of the neck and you launch her. You only manage to sort of throw her about 10 feet away from you, and you hear the "I said no," and you take 8
Oh,
points of
shit.
psychic damage.
No, I'm literally on 11 hit points.
Oh, sorry, you need to make. Oh no, you failed the wisdom saving throw, so that's fine.
Can I cast, what is it? Thaumaturgy?
Thaumaturgy.
Is that what it's called? Yeah, that one.
To do
And
what?
I just want to scream back, not the little one. Anyone else but the little one.
Durak's having a lovely dream where he skips through a field of flowers.
Outside, all hell's breaking loose.
Yeah, and he's about to get stabbed.
Oh, that's gonna be even worse for her. She first stabbed the little thing that's just called him her sister, and now she's going after Jirak. 10 out of fucking 10.
I will make another roll just to see. Yep, that's fine. Okay. Jirak.
Right, so I've been woken by Kegger at this point, right?
Oh yes.
Lovely. So I think I start off, I'm like, "Oh, Kegger, what are you waking me up for?" And then I like hear the screaming and the shouting that's coming from outside. I'm like, "Oh, there's a reason that I've been woken up. This isn't just like Kegger being funny. That's great." And then I'm going to. I don't sleep in my armor because I'm not insane. But I will grab my spear, which is presumably like in the tent beside me, and I use as much movement as I can to get out into the clearing, and like try and, I guess, can I make an insight check to see if like I can see Lana like chopping up a tent,
Yeah,
but can
sure.
I like check
Well,
if she's?
I would say by the point that you actually wake up and sort of get to the camp area and look around, you would see as Summer has picked her up and launches her, and I would say by the time you're like witnessing this, Goplana would be kind of like midair, about to hit the floor, the ground, by where you are.
Than me just screaming.
Right. Right.
You know when he just pulls down the thing and it all stops, and he goes, "You might have wondered how I got here."
But it's like a freeze frame of Jarrett looking very confused, and then like you pan over his shoulder, and there's Summer suplexing Lana into the ground, while Clarence like is rolling on the floor, bleeding from his gut. Oh Jesus Christ!
Just
Right.
casual Monday afternoon.
Just a normal thing that happens all the time.
Mhm.
Okay. Does Lana still have the sword in her hand? Does she let go when someone picks her up?
No, I would say not yet.
Okay. Can I make? I'm gonna make some attacks. Can I make them like at the sword to try and knock it out of her hand?
You can attempt to, yes, most certainly.
Yeah. So shall I just use a spear, regular spear attack, or
because it is a targeted area, it would be a disadvantage. If
Okay.
you're targeting something specifically to that individual.
Gotcha.
What's your AC, Goplana?
14.
It's not 10. So 2 10s, hell yeah.
My
I'm gonna like try and smack this sword out of her hand, look over to someone, go, what the fuck is going on? And then like she gets fucking suplexed.
Okay. So Clarence, still completely stunned by this, you start to see, like, he kind of sits up still on the floor, and he looks at where Goplana's like thrown to, and looks at Summer, and you can see his bottom lip begin to pout and turn and begins to wobble a little bit, and he's like, but we're family. And and yeah. Goplana, you can make another wisdom saving throw, please.
I want death. Cool. Oh, fuck me. Please. I've got proficiency. Fucking eye!
Strangely, you hit the ground, and like instantly, like as you're looking around, you're outside your tent. Summer's standing over you, and you hear and see Clarence sniveling with upset, with a gaping, bleeding hole in his shoulder.
Lana, what the fuck?
Sword.
I kick it away. I assume we're not like I don't say like taking turns anymore because Lana's not trying to kill us.
Doesn't appear so.
Nick, was it possession or what was it?
A sort of possession. It almost felt like you were being controlled by the voice more than the blade, but the blade was almost like a catalyst for like a power. Like it was almost like an amplifier. It made the voice that's been talking to you much more like clearer in your head.
Fuck off.
Right, okay. What to do is cast healing word at Clarence.
Okay. You walk towards him, and he kind of like shifts back on his heels, like into the dirt, like backing away from you a little bit. And he's a bit like not panicked or like to the point where, you know, if something was going to kick off, then he's going to protect himself. But it's more the fact that he doesn't understand why you've done what you've done. Okay.
I'm gonna try and send Eben over to him to try and comfort him.
Okay. I don't know what's going on.
Oh God.
Oh, Eben. Oh, thank you. Oh, why would Godplana do that?
I was running.
Good lord.
I turning into a mouse and getting out of there and going to think for a while.
Okay. Summer, where did Godplana go? Is she going to come back?
Yes, she will eventually.
Is she okay?
Now, yes.
What
Earlier,
happened?
no. That is not for me to explain.
Summer,
So,
I have an idea. It's going to sound strange at first. How strong are you physically? Like, what's like in game game terms?
I've
What's
got
your
15
strength score?
strength.
You got what strength? 15. Okay. I was thinking, we just let the person who's got the lowest strength carry the sword. Then, even if they do like get possessed by it, it's fine. They're going to be useless.
Do less damage.
Less strength. I'm gonna throw this one out here. My strength is a solid 8.
Mm, 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 mm.
I think the weakest person in this party already has the sword.
Yeah, and it actually did damage. Okay, my plan's out the window. Oh, we give it to Kega. She can't use a sword. She doesn't have thumbs. No, but in all seriousness, I'm gonna find the sword, presuming that if Lana carried it with her, I'm gonna stop her and make her drop it.
No,
But-
No, it's kind of just like after she kind of snapped out of this strange state, the sword was left onto the floor, hence why you kicked it away, but it would be left on the dirt near where you are.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to get my bedroll,
Mhm.
and like sort of cut it up into not strips, but I'll like cut away the sides of it so it becomes like one long strip of fabric,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna wrap the whole thing up until there is no metal exposed whatsoever,
Mhm.
and then fasten it very tightly to my backpack.
Sure thing. Okay.
We need to fucking sort out this sword. It came from a hole in the ground, and I have a feeling that's where it needs to go back to. But
Can
first of all, we
we
need to have a
not
chat with Lana about what
break
happened.
it? Or is that a big no-no?
I mean, it's a magical sword. From what I understand, magic items are a bit sturdier than your average, like, regular sword. I'll give it a go, but yeah, fuck it, I'll give it a go. I'm gonna like prop it up between two, like I guess chopped up bits of wood,
Mhm.
like sort of like a footstool almost, like a bit of a log. Put it between the two of them so it's off the ground, and just jump between the two logs and see if I can snap it in half.
Still in the bedroll.
Yeah, it's. I'm never taking the bedroll off unless
Okay.
otherwise stated.
Sure, no worries. You attempt to jump on it. It seems to be a really nice padded beam between two logs.
Hmm. Is it like? Can I like stand on it and have it support my weight?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, right. This isn't just your average sword. We don't know any wizard. Oh, we have Shael, but he's about as useful as we are in this situation. Do we know any big, strong wizards?
Go ahead and roll a history check.
Like, it's mostly just like not necessarily wizards, just powerful magic users. Maybe a cleric could be good. Anyone who knows like a high level, anyone basically. Because I know I don't.
Anyone who's at that weird. What is that place called?
The
the
Cobalt
monks are.
Reserve, you mean?
That one.
Yeah, someone from there would be good. Yeah. but we're not like buddies with any of them yet until we bring back this.
I mean, yeah. But they'll know. They'll know, probably.
Yeah, but
I mean, you know from like hearing conversations and like leaflets and bits and pieces around Western after the few days that you've been there, you would have heard of Slater Rock Tower, which was abode to a renowned archmage, but that's all you gathered.
okay, well, look for a tower, I guess. Something about wizards, they just love building tall, thin things. Right. Okay, I say I'm gonna stay up for the rest of the watch. I'll go and watch now, and I'll like have the sword like between me and the fireplace, so I can, or the campfire, so I can just like always keep an eye on it. But in the morning, I think we find this wyvern / wyverns, if it's only one, kill it, get its tail, bring it back to Western, and find the strongest casty person that we possibly can to exercise this sword, and probably Lana by that point, because things have only been getting worse since she fucking touched the thing.
Okay.
Downward slope.
Sounds like a plan.
In the meantime, actually, wait, who's carrying the bag of holding?
Anna was.
I think I'm just gonna just take that without like asking.
Okay.
And then I think once the sword is wrapped up and everything, and then I'll put it in the bag of holding, and then keep the bag of holding within sight. And just from this point onwards, I'm going to have it on me at all times.
Okay. So you attempt to place it into the bag, and everything seems fine.
Why did you say attempted?
Ready to put you on edge.
Oh,
Oh, Christ above. Okay, right. Well, we know. Actually, I'm gonna try and pull it out of the bag just to check that it's still there.
So as you reach into the bag, you're placing purchase and trying to recall the sword back into your grasp out of the bag, correct?
I mean, in my head, I'm picturing the sword wrapped in the blanket.
Good to know.
If that makes much difference. Yeah, like I said, when I refer to the sword, I am referring to sword wrapped in fabric.
Fair enough. Yeah, you managed to retrieve the padded sword.
Okay. Well, it's still there, and I put it back in the bag of holding, and I sit and I do the rest of the watch.
Okay, good to know.
Well, someone's going to pick up the quarterstaff that she launched off the tent.
Fair enough, yeah.
She's going to give Lana a bit of a everything good kind of look.
Lana's
Lana's
currently
gone.
She's gone.
Yeah.
She ran.
Oh, she fucking legged it, alright. She's just going to sit with Clarence and Evan then.
Sure. I mean, Clarence's tent is currently just lacerations in the side, and just like blowing in the breeze of the night air.
Clarence can have my tent. I'm not using it at the moment.
Okay. Thank you, Jirak.
Yep. Thumbs up.
And he kind of gives a thumbs up as well. Okay. So while you are away, Goplano, is there anything you want to do or consider?
Yeah.
Nah?
I'm gonna get as far away as I can because I'll remember the route I took, right? So I can get back.
Yep.
Sunrise and everyone. But yeah.
Okay.
I'm so confused.
Summer, anything you wish to finish off before you rest?
She's just gonna try and get Evan to blink again before she goes to bed. That's her only goal.
Okay. To go ahead and roll your animal handling check with advantage.
17.
Okay. How are you trying to do the training?
I'm where I have been. Go on, Ken. Got this. I believe in you. We all know you can do this. Alright, Ken. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you kind of notice, strangely, as Eben kind of stretches out from being woken in Clarence's lap. He seems a little bit podgier than you remember him. He seems to have put a little bit of weight on. But he kind of looks at you and he's like, starts twitching his nose again, and like jerks its head almost like it's like trying to cough a fur ball up, and then just and he's gone.
Yeah. Now, where is he?
Perception roll. Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay. He's just like round near the campfire area, just like feels the warmth of the fire, and then just like does like a bit of a circle and just flops and snuggles into himself, rolls around in the dust a little bit, and then falls back to sleep.
Lovely.
Okay. So the night does go by. Quietly, it would seem. The rain, again, continuously, lightly drizzling. A slight breeze in the air. And before you know it, daylight does resume.
Right. What the fuck? Has Lana come back from her?
Lana would have come back after crying in a branch for a while.
Right. What the fuck?
Some of her, like some of us.
Hello.
Should we?
Considering last night's fiasco, I do believe we shall have to.
Problem shared is a problem halved.
Oh, you're not gonna like this problem.
This is going to
Well-
be a big problem.
Well, hey, at least I can help you try and kill it.
Oh, you
that.
wish.
Clarence walks by and goes, "Oh, Goplana, you are silly. You don't have to poke me with sharp objects to show me your affection."
To Torak. What do you know about the god Torak?
I know of 3 gods, personally. 2 of them I don't like very much. One of them I'm honestly quite neutral on, and none of the 3 are named Torok.
How do you feel about the Crawling King?
The name rings a bell, and I don't like him very much.
No, neither do we.
And we don't like the fact that he is inside our heads. He's in there, just fluffing away in our brain. Yeah.
Okay, right. Well, I think step one, we need to think on it. Okay.
Think of it.
Let's see. No. Right. So I know what we need to do. You need to go on a spirit journey and cleanse your. No, like I'm taking the piss. Jirak isn't. You need to go on a spirit journey, cleanse yourself out. My dad used to do it all the time. Basically, every time there'd be like a bad omen or we wouldn't have a very good harvest, my dad would sort of do this ceremony with the rest of the tribe and absorb essentially all the bad juju into himself, and then drink this weird thing, go out into the woods, and then come back 3 days later, like sweat dripping off him in every possible way. Didn't look like he'd eaten the whole time, but then everything would be fine. So maybe do that.
I mean, do we have 3 days to spare?
Well, not right now, but like you could do it at some point. Like, I'm sorry, is that the only solution we've come up with? Yes, I'd like to see you try and top it.
Oh yes, let me go and cleanse my soul from the betrayer god that's in my mind.
Because he's just going to let us go that easily.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great fun.
From what I know of it, it's not easy because you pretty much just shit and vomit for 3 days. It's not easy whatsoever, right?
I don't want to shit and vomit for 3 days.
Do you want to be possessed by an actual demon god?
I know, but I don't really want to shit.
Right. Okay. Spirit journey, out the question.
No shit,
Other way round. Okay, you got a demon god in your head. How do you get a demon god out? You get a good god in.
Oh, should we just turn into little characters and become Bible bashers?
I mean, I'm not saying Bible bashers. There are plenty of gods that don't operate on a traditional church-based system. Like the one-eyed marauder, who is my ancestral god, who I'm not a very big fan of. He's against building churches. He's against actual worship. So you just find a god like that isn't the one-eyed marauder, because that would be very bad. Probably worse than the Crawling King, because the Crawling King sort of operates in secrecy. One-eyed marauder, if you got possessed by him, we would all be dead.
I think we're going
including yourself,
dead.
probably.
Gets him out.
Surely there is a god that you like that doesn't operate on a church-based system. Surely.
I follow the arc up, but I don't. He's not really listened to me, has he? Been possessed once. I've walked through a door. This guy's got two.
What door? There are lots of doors.
I mean,
why is that relevant at all?
Hell. So let's face it, there isn't no good god who's gonna wanna have me following him.
Oi! Don't sell yourself short. Right. So you said the art chart. Nearby here, there is a very holy site for the art chart. Maybe we go there, see if we can find like a cool druid man to help us. Otherwise,
so far have been great.
I mean,
hate you, Nick.
They haven't actively been trying to kill you, so you know.
I mean, I could just call him now. See if he'll. We're in the Bramblewoods. That's his area of expertise, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So we're coming up with a list of things, right? We got the Archheart and his. Well, is the Archheart male or female? I don't actually know.
He's male, I think. I could be wrong. Let's have a look. I think I actually did pull it up. Archheart.
Because I know relatively nearby there is a this is going off like just one of the very few things that I remember from the Tal'Dorei campaign guide. There is like a shrine to the Archheart in the Bramblewood. I think it's called like the Throne of the Archheart or something. And like a load of centaurs live there, I think. But
Good.
I mean that's worth a go.
It's gonna go well.
It's a god that doesn't hate you at the very least, unless they see the fact you're possessed and kill you on sight.
The Archheart doesn't have a fixed abode where its gender is concerned. It just says that it's considered the mother and father of all elves.
Okay, cool. Like an envy situation. Cool. Right.
Right, so
I think it's is it the Grove of the Archheart? Archheart. There's something cool to do with the Archheart exists, I promise. Right, you got that one. We've got, I mean, this is like Plan Z, right? Plan Z. We're right down the end. We kill the god.
Mhm.
It's been done before.
Right.
So, we know it's not impossible. Maybe difficult for us in particular, but not impossible. And we are about solutions here at the Temps. Forward thinking.
Temps, is that our name? Because only temporary here while the god kills us? Like
Okay.
And the thing is,
I
if
have a list. Wait.
Archheart,
Oh, please don't tell me I
if we
deleted
go
the list.
Archheart, right? Follow a god?
Do I follow a god? No.
Summer.
Oh, I'm from hell. We don't do well with
I mean,
gods.
there are gods in hell. Well, there's one god
Yeah.
in hell, and then his like minions. I'm pretty sure his name is the Lord of Hell.
I'm pretty sure like Summer would or should be quite aware of that as an individual. You know who's the main head of this anyway, so
Oh yeah.
Okay, right. We're not the Temps anymore.
He's not
The
my
Irregulars.
biggest fan.
Irregulars.
Bootleg badasses. We got Feel Bad Incorporated.
are you now thinking of names?
No, I've got a list of names. Look, made it a while ago. I think we might have to change the top one to 5 twits and a lion.
my God.
All things considered. With
I quite like 6 twits and a lion.
A lion. And then we've got a tiny kitten as well. Meow.
Got 2 tiny kittens. Well, a cat and a kitten, and a lion.
This is I don't want to say it's an outdated list, but no one was possessed by the crawling king when I made it. So
3 cats and a little
Milkmen,
baby.
Because we deliver.
okay, all right. So we've got
The fucking.
yeah. That's what the childminders was for, because we spent so much time just sort of covering for Clarence and Laurel's antics.
Quite like I do like the Temps, to be fair.
We offer temporary solution to your permanent problems. Yes, that is so disturbingly accurate.
I can make us a flag if you want. I used to do that when we were at camp back at my tribe. I made like banners and stuff, mostly decorative. Like, I wouldn't call myself a graphic design artist, but you know, I can get the message across. We could have a uniform. We're getting off track.
Durac spends the next session campaign just shopping in West.
Oh no, I'm already drawing it. Like right now, I'm already drawing it. Let's think. Okay, So
I suggest.
Mhm.
There was something I talked to you about, Jack. About what is it? God's looking into your mind.
I seem to remember a conversation on that. Was my conclusion essentially, don't like that? Okay. Yeah, I seem to remember that conversation.
Ring of mind shielding for both of us, maybe? Might be.
Yes, that is an expensive but possibly good. Okay, there's one of two ways that can go, and just first and foremost, I think it's a very good idea, but it has the possibility of, because the way it works, it makes like a bubble around your brain, right? Which, like, it might just like get the bad out, but it also might trap it in. So it's just the same problem, but now no one else can get into fix.
So it's a 50-50 chance of me being fucked or not?
I wouldn't say 50-50. No.
30.
It depends on the wording of the item and how Nick would rule it. But I mean,
I think you're meta-ing a little bit.
Oh yeah. But yeah. Right, yeah. So we've got types of solution. We've got magic item, find another god, just ask a guy at a really big church, like ask like the equivalent of the Pope to cast some kind of spell on your brain, maybe. Kill the god. Well, I mean, you could fight back against it. But I mean, like, you have fought back against it with the.
I mean, I tried that, and it definitely tried to injure me.
Why don't we ask Torak's opinion? He'll just bloody tell us that we're fine, and he's probably listening in now.
I get the sword out, wrapped in the blanket. I say, like, you picked this up earlier, and it took over your brain, but then you managed to get control back, which to me is nothing but good news.
Did you want me to hold on to it now so you can have a friend in the chat?
No, but what I'm saying, this is more for dramatic effect. I've put it back in the bag. Now, the fact that you were able to fight back indicates one of two things to me. One, that the god is a very, very weak god, in which case I think we can take him. Or this is only an aspect of the god, in which case that will be a lot easier to just banish.
The other problem we have is that Summer's brother, yes?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Nicked a book to release
Said
something.
God?
Yes. I believe it was some kind of forgotten creature that could break any bond, be it physical or magical.
That would be Torak.
He is also under the influence of said god inside our head.
Well, fuck.
Yeah.
So we haven't seen Shael in a while. He might just also be possessed. Kegger, you possessed?
Kegger's just like, huh?
Just shrug and move on with our life.
I look over to Clarence and I go, once again, we are the only sensible ones.
I always knew we were.
Fair offense to that.
Right. Another option.
I have an option. We
out.
can always bust your head open and see what falls out.
Want to go into timeout?
Weirdly enough, that was kind of what I was going to say. right?
Please
So-
don't.
Go and sit on the naughty step.
I like my head on my shoulders fully intact. Thank you.
Now, if we were to, let's say, go and fight this wyvern, and I don't know, one of the members of the party would be gravely injured, what does that say to the person who's trying to take over that body? It says something like, this body is weak. It's no, it can't even take down a wyvern. How is it meant to take over the world? So maybe we just kick the shit out of you. Prove make you unattractive to a god of death, consumption, and horribleness.
What have I got in my inventory that I can throw at him?
Many things, I would
I'm going
imagine.
to straight up smack him with my ugly stick.
Who?
Jurak.
Oh, okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
It's about to.
I'm gonna let her hit me.
How did I do it last time?
With advantage.
Because I don't have it in my. No.
Oh.
Was it a strength and then a roll? Was it a 1d4 and then a 1d6?
So in items and loot, you should have the access to the ugly stick. It is 1d20 plus your modifier, your to hit modifier, which I guess is your strength.
Yeah, and then 1d4, then 1d.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a quarterstaff or a club?
It's a stick. It's literally.
It's just a really.
Okay, right.
It's a long, really bendy, crookedy kind of looking stick.
Okay, so it's effectively just an improvised weapon. It's not like an actual. Yeah, gotcha.
Was it a straight roll? No,
Yeah. With advantage, sorry, because he's letting you.
Aha. 16.
I mean, if I'm letting her hit me, then yes, that does hit. Because I haven't got my shield and I'm not wearing my armor.
Sure, no worries.
So
So it's
AC of
1d4
12.
and 1d6.
1d4.
I'm sorry.
So you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage and 1 point of healing. So you go, ouch. Life's a gamble, son.
Right.
Thing that I want to point out is that when we went to the temple thing.
The one where Mackleth showed up, or the one where we read some books?
The temple where we went down when I first met you guys, more or less, and everything went to piss in the kettle with Halflower and everything.
Don't call that a temple. That's a shrine at best.
Oh, fine, it's a shrine.
If you call it a temple, that's giving legitimacy to what is essentially just a cult, and we don't want to do that.
The cult had a zombified hand with a creature tattooed onto it, which is a rather magty form of a horrible god, which is currently.
I also saw the finger bone. Still in my bag, I think.
Yeah. It's in the thing.
Was it moving while detached from a person?
Was.
Now, why on earth did you decide to keep that?
Actually, that might be useful.
Right, we have made some questionable decisions as of late. I don't think anyone can. Right.
I think Clarence is having some issues. While we're a bit quiet, do you want to jump on the other sub-server just to see if that helps?
Sure thing.
Going across. There we go.
See.
See if that helps him.
Must be someone that can help us out. Someone or something. Right. So, list of solutions. I'm going to start writing these down.
Oh,
Open. Right. Solutions to weird ghost sword problem. 1. Find a new god. Oh fuck, caps lock. Find a new god to replace. Is it? How do you spell Torak? Torak.
yeah, Torak. Yeah.
Lovely. Find a new god to replace Torak. 2. Kill Torak. Open bracket. Hard. Close bracket. 3. Have a cleric heal it out. Open bracket. Question mark. Close bracket. 4.
Are you there, Clarence? Can you hear? Can we hear you?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Wee-wee.
Just to give you a little heads up, you were sleeping, and Goplana slashed through your tent and stabbed you in the shoulder.
Sorry, say that again, because it sounded like someone stabbed me in the shoulder.
Yeah.
Not just someone, your big sister.
Yeah.
My defense, I was possessed.
And
Explain that to a 45-year-old. No.
I hope the others agree that my rendition of your character was on point.
I genuinely thought he was in the call the first time he did it. I alt-tabbed out the Discord to check. It was terrifyingly accurate.
I will have to watch the video then to see what I got.
Yeah.
But has to say, everything seems to be okay at the moment, but you were a little bit confused.
Sounds like me.
So we're being haunted by the ghost, the god Torak. Just to, if that means anything to you.
Right. There must be. Okay, here we go. What is it called when someone is trying to? No, that's not. God damn it, Yahoo Answers. I'm looking for a. I'm looking for like a word that's like a shorter way to say make yourself look worse on purpose.
A charade.
Bedraggle.
Bedraggle yourself. I like that. I'm going to put that down.
You're welcome.
Have Summer and Lana bedraggle themselves.
Oh, fucking idiots. Just figured out why my headphones aren't working.
Huh?
Not plugged in?
No, I'm using the cable my guinea pig ate through.
The one that's in 2 pieces. Right. Have Summer and Lama bedraggle themselves to convince Torak that they are not worth possessing. Right, we've got.
Way low on the
I just
listen.
now have a visual.
I mean, it might not even happen on purpose. So
I just have a visual of Jirek over the campfire with like glasses pulled down to the tip of his nose and a quill and a little notepad and like a bit of parchment. He's like noting all this down.
No, Jurek definitely when he writes and he thinks, he definitely doesn't sit down. He paces. He's like walking in. He's walking in a circle around the campfire. Every now and again, he'll change direction, go the other way, and Keg is just following him round, like when you walk around your house and your dog follows you because it thinks it's going to go for a walk, just mindlessly following. And right, okay. So we've got 5 possible solutions.
Right.
Get someone in to push Torak out. Kill Torak. Have a cleric heal your brain. Have Summer and Lana bedraggle themselves to convince Torak that they're not worth possessing. Ring of mind shielding. Or something like that.
This may be like a really stupid question. Who's Torak?
The Crawling King.
The Crawling
As far
King?
as we understand, right? That's his actual name.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh no, have we broken Clarence as well?
Oh no, sorry, I'm still here. I'm just.
I thought we was in a loop again.
No. So, what did I miss? Literally just me getting stabbed in the shoulder.
You literally got Plana slashed through your tent, stabbed you in the shoulder. You woke up and said, "Why have you done this, Goplana? I thought we was family."
Yeah, that's
and yeah.
So he stabbed
I've
me.
launched her out of the tent.
Yeah, Summer picked her up by the throat and threw her 10 feet, and then
good.
Goplana stopped and then decided to run away as a mouse for the night.
Okay. And is that where we've got to?
She returned in the morning, talking, or at least now her and Summer have relieved the information about being, or potentially being possessed or controlled by someone in their mind known as Torak, the Crawling King. And Jirak has tasked himself with coming up with methods to potentially rectify this solution.
And also making us a uniform and a logo, because I might be like a uncivilized savage from beyond these lands, but I know the importance of a good brand.
Does oh god, what's your name again? Jarek. Is it Jarek? Jirak. Does he write? Can he write? Is he literate?
He is literate. He's a bit scratchy. Like he writes like faster than he thinks faster than he writes, if that makes sense. So before he's finished his first word, he's already started the next one. So it's not great handwriting, but
I mean, I don't really know what I'm talking about because I'm pretty sure every one of your stats is better than mine.
you might be right. What's your charisma?
7.
Yes. Almost definitely. I rolled very well for stats. I would have a +1 in everything had I not nerved myself. Or higher, I should say.
Yeah, I rolled terribly.
I beg to differ.
I mean, I didn't roll. I did roll terribly. Yeah.
From a numbers perspective, yes.
Yeah, which
But
is
if you're
kind
lucky-
of why I've just gone for a really ridiculous character.
Thank you.
Well, I don't have in stats. I make up for in roleplay.
Yeah.
Okay. What you guys doing is morning time is pretty much over and dusted. You're slowly creeping into very early afternoon time by this point.
Right. Let's start walking. Do we know how far away we are from the suspected nest of the wyvern?
It's hard to distinguish with this much tree cover, but you know the general direction. You can see partial bits of cloud. I mean, feel free to, anyone that's interested, make a perception check. Clarence didn't see. He's too bothered about the wound in his arm.
Point of interest. Did we have a long rest?
Yes, you did.
And how many hit points did I lose after my long rest?
Well, first of all, you lost 5, but before Goplana ran away, you gained 5 again. So.
Oh, so I'm back up to full.
Yeah, you're fine.
How did I gain hit points?
Because she healed you before she decided to run away.
Oh, so she attacked me, then healed me.
Yeah.
She snapped out of it, essentially.
Right.
After getting suplexed.
Suplex.
I mean, from what I understand, that's what happened.
Okay, so Summer, you are like, everyone's sort of getting their gear together and are like slowly progressing through the woods away from the camp area, when you look up at the sky and something catches your attention. At first it's like a long, almost elongated black mark against the blue sky, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, so eventually it passes over you like almost like an enormous accelerated speed, straight past the tree line, and you see a flash of like red.
Oh. Do I know what this is?
Go ahead and roll me a nature check.
Okay.
Does it make any noise as it like flies in?
Doesn't. Well, you hear the as it goes past.
But actually, by the time we look, it's too far gone.
It's literally just whizzes past in your direction. No, I would say all you manage to kind of see is like a blurred winged figure. That's about it.
Oh. He's gonna just like stop poking Jurak and go, I think that might be what we're looking for.
The wind?
Sure. There was a big flying black thing with wings that was in the sky. I think that could be the
Wyvern.
That one.
Well, okay. It flies. That's one quite defining factor of the wyvern. So you might not be wrong. Longtail.
Yeah.
What colour was it? Because I don't know off the top of my head what colour wyverns are, to be honest.
They vary.
Oh,
Okay.
black, splashes, red. I don't know. Oh, that's all really.
Okay, but how big was it?
It
Like-
looked like a bird.
Like wingspan? How?
Yeah, it was pretty big.
I see. Right. Well, I mean, it's always possible. It headed like to the mountain, right? Not that way.
Oh, yeah.
Where you meet in the road, where you've kind of like camped at, where the road splits left and right. It was like left of where you are, so it kind of does go alongside the Gat Shadow Mountain area.
Sounds like a yes to me. Well, one way to find out. If you start to keep an eye out. If you see anything similar to it again, let us know, and hopefully I'll be able to say pretty quickly, as I have a bit of a fascination with things with scales.
Okay, do you follow the direction the beast disappeared to?
I assume so.
Yeah. Let's see. Jurek is in front doing the tracking and survivaling and all that because it's got a background feature or something. You can't get lost in the woods.
So you maneuver through the woods, and the ground is a little bit more dense and a bit more rigid here. But it takes you a little sort of maneuvering to step up some rocks and over some mounds of dirt and so on and so forth to get to where you believe you're needed to go. And you do find yourself in a cul-de-sac of like a tree cul-de-sac, and there seems to be mound and like jagged like forms on the ground. If anyone wants to roll a perception check.
This is with advantage if it's anything related to beasts.
Yeah, I will allow your advantage, that's fine. So you find yourself in an area that looks like this.
Say we sneak.
And what you see is like curled around at the back of like this sort of dried nest looking area, you see this like bone decaying, like long decayed form of a dead dragon.
Is there someone riding that dragon?
In the image, yes.
Okay.
In terms of the picture, yes. In terms of the narrative, no.
Okay.
All right. We can tell it's dead first of all.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to keep an eye out to see if, like, is this its lair?
How far away are we from it?
A few, I'd say 20, 30 feet.
Can I start climbing the corpse?
If you wish.
Clarence, be careful.
Like it's a playground.
What colour are the remaining scales, if there are any?
From what you can see, this seems to have a texture of multiple colours. So there's mainly reds, but there are most certainly hints of green as well, like the lower part, but most of it is really discoloured. It's kind of hard to tell. It may have all been once red, and with age it's gone green, or it could have once been green, and with the decay of blood it's then turned red. It's hard to tell.
Okay, it's patchy basically.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell Clarence to look out, because if it was a black dragon, there's a good chance that there's just like a giant vat of acid underneath it. So keep an eye out for that, but go wild as long as it doesn't bite you.
Whee! I slide down its arm.
So Clarence runs over to the bone pit of the dragon.
Yeah.
Climbing around like it's some sort of gymnasium or toy.
Crawling through its ribs, sliding down its wings.
Yeah.
I think Kega gets like a particularly like shiny bit of bone, like from the tail or something, and just begins chewing on it.
Mm-hmm.
And just like takes it as a toy. What's this green spludgy bit here?
Seems to be some sort of nesting area.
Okay. Recently used?
Go ahead and roll me a nature check with advantage.
Nature. 17.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck. Clarence, down. Kega, down.
And as you call for Clarence to get down, a large red wyvern soars from above and soars directly down in front of you with an almighty shriek.
Shit.
Is there anything in the nest?
There is now.
Okay.
Fuck.
Go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Oh, yay.
Can I pretend to be its child?
If in doubt.
Oh,
Can I sort of crawl into the nest underneath it?
I mean, if you want to try and hide, you can do a stealth check if you like.
No, underneath, like, I want to crawl into the nest underneath the wyvern.
I mean,
Whoops.
you can try, but it
Okay,
may notice you.
I can try.
I think I rolled the initiative for the wyvern. Sorry. I don't know how I managed that.
I mean,
I did. What?
That's all right. I'll take the 13 for the wyvern.
Let's try that again.
I can't even see it on my screen where you've rolled it. How did you manage that?
No, because it says to GM on it as well.
Yeah, that's how I do all my rolls.
Oh, me and Kega, right at the front. That's what we like to see. 0.01 of a roll apart from one another.
Well,
Would you consider this to be a small beast?
No.
Think about that one real quick.
I think I just turned the bloody sheet down. Motherfucker. Okie dokie. Well, as it shrieks down at you, it looks in anger and protection of its nest, and it attacks both of you almost instantly.
Right. Cool. I'm gonna have to.
Oh, that's got Plana, not Summer. That's quite closer. That's fine. Well, one.
The initiative's in reverse order.
Oh yeah, it is. In that case, it doesn't do that.
I was right. I thought we were just like going to get a turn before us. I wasn't going to say anything.
Nah, they're pretty dangerous. Go on, go, Plana.
I'm gonna thunder wave it, and then.
Okay.
And mash it. Really good. 10 out of 10.
Oh, fails. So that's 2 points of thunder damage.
That's fine. It's also pushed away from me, and now I'm going to run the fuck away.
Okay, how far is it pushed back from you?
It is. I don't think it's very far. It is.
There's like 10 feet, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
It's better than now.
Yeah, sure.
Out of range, most importantly.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to a firm way back. Bye, guys.
Yoink.
Bye.
Okay, Kega then.
Okay, Kega is going to just run straight at him, pounce. Nice and simple. So, claw attack, and I think. Sorry, I'm going to have to double check something because I know I get advantage on all attacks against creatures that haven't acted yet. It's part of Natural Explorer, but I don't know if Kega gets it as well. So let's see. Yeah, Natural Explorer on first turn during combat, you advantage on attack rolls against creatures that have not yet acted. No, it doesn't say. Never mind.
Do you know what? I would say, as the bond between you and Kega is relatively strong, I will allow it because I like it.
Okay, thank you. Because I'm sure it's either it's in one of the two ranger blocks. I can't remember which one. It's just like they get like basically all your class abilities. The companion also gets. But Kega is going to run up and claw with advantage. Submit. 25.
Yeah, 25. I hit.
Okay, so 10 slashing damage, and then it needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
DC 14.
That'll be an 11.
Oh, nice. Then it is knocked prone, and Kega gets a free bite attack.
Okay.
17.
A 17 will hit.
Nice. Okay, so a total of 19 piercing damage, and it is now prone on the floor.
Prone. Wonderful. Jirak.
Okay. Now, I'm going to do a cool thing. Jirak is going to sort of like, Black Panther, where they do things, they like whack their spears on the floor, and like that happens, and then like a vine grows up the exterior of his spear, and he's casting it Ensnaring Strike, and then he is going to move around to flank the creature.
Okay.
And try and stab it. Oh,
Nice.
hell yes. Okay, right. So 13 plus 14, so 27, and then another 2d6 points of piercing damage, if I'm not mistaken. So 13, 14 plus 4, 27, 31 points of damage. And let me... Oh, nothing showing up in chat. That's good. Let's see. It says next time you hit with a creature with it. Yeah. Okay, no, it doesn't take the extra one. It doesn't take the 4 damage. Sorry, I've misunderstood how the spell works. But it needs to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, what's DC? Because he rolled a 15.
I think you DC 14. Fuck. Okay. It is not restrained, but it was worth a go.
Okay. No worries.
And
oh, sorry.
it's going to be Jurek's turn. No, I'm just saying, like, that's Jurek's turn. Done.
No worries. Okay. Clarence.
Clarence is going to run down the spine of the dead dragon.
You're currently on what would be classed as difficult terrain.
Okay. That changes everything. How far can I jump?
What's your speed?
Speed is 35.
Oh, forget jumping. Have a look. Okay, you're not running as you do so.
Not yet. I'm not. No.
Running start would be is 10 feet of movement. Blah, 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 blah. No, that's not what I'm looking for. You can add your height times.
So my height is fuck all.
You can add your height times 1.5 your jumping height to your how high you can reach. That doesn't really help me. Let me have a look. See what the SRD says.
It's like you just, if you get a run up, I think you get your.
You reduce
is it your strength
10,
score?
Yeah. It's wait. High jump. When you make a high jump leap into the air, number of
This is
feet
more long jump than high jump.
equal to 3 plus your strength modifier. If you move at least 10 feet on your foot immediately before the jump. Well, you didn't do that long jump, so it is literally.
Are you reading? There's above it. It should be long jump. Because this is long jump rather than high jump. I'm not jumping to get onto something. I'm jumping. When you cover a number of
your
feet.
Strength score. You cover the number of feet up to your strength score.
So I can jump 16 feet.
Apparently so.
If I move at least 10 feet.
Yeah.
On foot immediately before.
When you make a standing long jump, you could leap only half that distance either way.
Okay. So it's difficult terrain.
Yes.
Okay, so 16 feet is there. And that's 10 foot. Yeah, so I can run and then jump on him.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to run and then jump on him. And as I'm jumping, I'm going to hit him. But I forgot to mention this, and this is a critical thing, is I raged.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. So I am now raging. Oh, shit. 1 second. This could be amazing. Okay, perfect. Oh, no. No, I didn't because I didn't dash. Actually, I will dash. Wait, hold on. Sorry, I need to think about this. I should have thought about this. No, I've got an extra attack, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to jump. I'm going to jump and I'm going to smack him whilst I'm raging.
Sure.
Sorry, that took way too long.
It's all right.
I've got advantage because he's prone. Is that correct?
Yep.
That is a 22.
That will hit.
Do I get extra damage due to gravity?
No.
You know, like if you fall 10 feet, you get a d6 damage.
No, because you're not falling that high.
Okay. And I'm going to smack him again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is 13 and 14, 27 points of damage. And I'm going to stay on him.
Okay. Summer.
I am going to run straight at it. What's up, bitch?
Okay.
Ooh. And I'm going to attack. When I attack it, I would like to use a KI point to attempt a stunning strike.
Okay.
So I'm going to hit it first. Let me just double check. So can't actually remember how to do it. When you hit another creature with a melee weapon attack, you spend 1 KI point to attempt a stunning strike. Target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or be stunned until the end of your turn.
Sure thing.
So,
hit. Your
21.
Well, your attack is with advantage.
And then I roll again and I'll take the highest one.
Well, just in case you crit.
Yeah. Oh. No, I'll take 21.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
5. And then I don't know how much it needs to get on a con save. I haven't actually.
It will be. I think it's based on your attack modifier, is it not?
It'll be 8 plus proficiency plus wisdom.
What?
It'll be 8
plus wisdom plus proficiency. See, proficiency is usually 2.
It's probably about 14 or 15.
Versus
Depends if-
14.
Yeah. It rolled an 11,
Nice.
so it's stunned.
Stunned until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do.
And I will actually, can I use my extra attack as well after stunning? Yeah, cool.
As it's stunned, so can we just tie it up?
And then kite tail off.
Yeah, and just run away.
That is action, isn't it?
That takes the fun out
No,
of
because
it.
if you're going to cut
Cowards.
its tail off, you want it to be dead. You don't want it to be suffering.
Well, but we can just tie it up and then chop its
Speak
head
for
off.
yourself.
It can't move, its creature is incapacitated. Can't move. It can speak only flatteringly. Oh no, sorry.
Falteringly.
I
Falteringly.
think that might be charmed.
Sorry.
Oh, you do look
I'm
dashing
not a
today,
great.
sir.
I'm not a great reader.
Yeah, that's what I meant by stunning strike. It's just someone runs over and just goes,
You're
"Hey,
so
how's
pretty.
it going?"
Creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
It's genuinely like,
Let's tie it up then.
So let's tie it up and then kill it.
Well, is that your go, Summer?
I mean, I have heard that. It's like good.
So, was that your go? Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
So as you've unleashed a barrel of attacks against this protective wyvern, unnoticeably another swoops down from the other direction
Merry
behind
fuck.
you and shrieks in pure fury that you've attacked its mate at its nesting ground and attempts an
This
attack.
new one looks bigger.
Bites.
There's two wyverns.
There is two wyverns.
Was there always two wyverns?
There was always two wyverns.
Or did you just think this is going to end really quickly?
No, I've even put in the chat wyverns.
Oh
Okay.
no.
What?
So it lunges at you to take a bite at you, Summer, which misses for 9. But as it does so and retracts back, you can see in the distance its tail swoop round and then snap and sting into your stomach for 20 to attack. Does that hit?
Yeah.
For 12 piercing damage. Go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw DC 15.
What?
Holy shit.
Please don't kill me.
Well, it
Oh
is
no.
7 D6. That's 25 points of poisoning damage.
I'm down. That's it. I'm down. I'm on -5.
How are you down?
Fuck.
I'm on -5 health points.
What?
But
How
we've just
much
had
do you only have
a long rest. We've just had a long rest. So you're back up to full health.
Yeah, but it hit me for 12 points, and then it hit me again,
No, it missed you.
and now I'm down.
Poison.
What?
This is the poison. So the poison took 25 points.
Yeah,
But
I'm
the
down.
first didn't hit, did it?
The bite didn't hit. The stinger did.
And the
so the
stinger does
stinger
12 and then 25.
So 12 piercing and then
Down.
25 poison.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're
I'm
fucked.
down.
then.
I'm on -5 for fuck's sake.
But there are no minuses. You're on 0.
Well, do you know what? Huh.
Go plana.
It's a good thing I have another
Isn't it? Okay, no, I'm gonna leave. I'm not gonna use that. I'm gonna roll a sneak to see if I can get past big scary, not hide like down.
Okay.
Won't see me. He's got them. Okay. I'm gonna sneak my way. Wyvern Uno. Oh, if I.
If you're sneaking, doesn't that reduce your speed?
It does as well. It will, won't it? I'm gonna see if I can get my way towards the Wyvern. No, that's not even. Looks okay. Never mind. I'm gonna. Oh, fuck! I don't know what to do. Oh, holy shit! Right, I'm going to use one of my new arrows. One that's paralyzed.
So are you reaching into your like wooden? Sorry, your wooden quiver. Is someone dying?
Okay, so
that was me.
So you using one of the groan arrows, are you?
yeah,
Okay.
What's that?
I'm gonna shoot the one that's down, like paralyzed.
Mhm.
So would that just be a normal short bow attack?
Hold on. Let me. I can't remember if I did I give you the permission to the.
I think so.
Where is it? There we go. Let's give you the edit. Because you would have worked out roughly what it is by now. So in items and loot, you should have the Quiver of the Forest. It literally is +1 to your damage rolls with the arrows used in the sunlight. Which currently, there are patches of sunlight. Currently you're in the tree line, so I will say at this stage you don't have that benefit, but if you was to move, then you could have.
I quite like my cover. I'm gonna sneak because I'm still stealthed, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Walk my way behind this tree over here, more or less. So I've got a bit of cover. I'm gonna shoot the one just with a normal arrow.
Okay. And is this the one that's restrained? Yeah.
2.
Yeah, 22 a hit.
9 piercing.
This is the one on the ground, correct? Okay. Yeah.
Then I'm going to call out. Hang on, his healing spirit. I remember if healing spirit is a. Oh no, I've. What? Sorry. Healing spirit a bonus, I think it is. It's a bonus action, so I'm going to
60-foot range, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to put that next to Summer so she gets a bit of health back when her turn starts.
We'll, what shall we give you for that? Let's give you this guy. It's always crack. Okay, so Summer, you get 6 points of healing. So you're conscious once again, but you are prone currently.
Always crack. But in, why don't you?
Okay, anything else from you, Goplana?
No, that's my turn done.
Oh, wonderful. Kega then, please.
Alright, I think Kega is going to continue to maul this one.
Okay.
Try and bite it. 24.
24 hit.
11 points of piercing damage, and that is going to be her turn. And if it remains to be alive, then I think Durac is going to cast Hunter's Mark.
Yep.
And then, obviously on the one that we're attacking, and attempt to stab it. 26 for 14 points of piercing damage.
It looks really bad to the point where it's like gargling in its own blood.
I shout up to Clarence and tell him to use his teeth, and I'm going to end my turn there.
Okay. Clarence.
Can I do a medicine check to try and heal the wyvern?
If you want, if that's what you wish to do.
Yeah, could I use my warhammer?
To try and heal it.
Yeah.
To put it all back together.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me a medicine check with disadvantage.
Could I just do that as a straight attack roll?
Good.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, it's down. You kind of raise your hammer, and before you actually make the impact, you see its eyes just glaze white.
Has anyone hit the other one yet?
I have it down here.
No one's hit it yet. Okay. I'm gonna hit it.
Okay.
What are we here to get? A liver or something?
Tail.
Oh my god!
Specifically the poison gland of.
Oh, I'm gonna let someone a bit more intelligent.
You might get a reward.
Okay, so. What am I doing? Yeah, I'm gonna hit it. I mean, I'm a barbarian, that's what I do.
Okay.
13. Oh, maybe I don't hit it. Oh, is that it?
Yep.
I laugh as it's puny AC.
Me.
14 points of damage.
Okay. Oh, your noise offends me.
My noise?
It's someone's noise.
It's mine, I'm done. I thought I was sellotaping.
Okay, so Summer.
Is this one dead?
The one that first come down to protect its nest is now dead, yes.
No, he's fine. Clarence did a medicine check. He's
just resting.
He's
stable. Or she.
Healed him so well, he's gone for a nap.
Well, I'm gonna start attacking the other one with whatever little hit points I have left.
So you get up half your movement.
Oh fuck, what's this foot? Give me a sec, let me just get down these stairs before I do anything, because I don't want to fall on my face. Okay. Quarter star. Start smacking at it. And I'm going to attempt another stunning strike on the sun as well.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Nope.
I'm just going to go for my attack, see if that one will hit.
Nope. Yeah, sorry, that does hit.
Yeah?
Yep, 13's meant to be.
4 damage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to just try and punch it.
Okay. Use another key point, yeah? Yeah.
No, just my bonus.
Oh, okay. Yep, sure.
That's 5.
Okay. Good to know. The wyvern, seeing the other one's blood and everyone attacking, you can see it's very, very angry. It's going to look at everyone and let's see.
Run away.
One, two. So one of them. One of them. Pew pew. One at summer for 15.
I think that misses. Yeah, that misses.
Okay. And Clarence, 17 to hit.
That hits.
And that's the stinger.
Oh.
Can you make a Constitution saving throw, DC 15? You receive 11 piercing damage as the tail whips under your undercarriage, just about grasping the inner of your upper thigh.
Sorry, how much? What was that?
11 points of piercing damage, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Constitution. 11 piercing. Bollocks. That's a 25.
Oh, I'm going to roll this just to see how much you would have got. 25.
25.
You were lucky there, boy.
So what was it? 11 points of damage. So that's 5.
That's right.
Is it round up or down?
Round down, I think, isn't it? We'll go for round down. That's fine.
General rule is.
I know. Goplana.
Right, I'm gonna take another shot at the big bad.
Mm-hmm.
It was how I knew it. 13.
13's a meat to beat.
6 points.
Yep.
I'm gonna then move with crack by Summer. Although oh no, I don't want to move the wyvern. Go back. I'm just gonna leave it by Summer.
Okay. Kega then.
Right, Kega is going to, I think, take a note out of Clarence's book, scamper up round this way, and try and like wrestle onto the back of the wyvern.
Okay.
Just because it's more interesting than she's got a climb speed, if that helps.
Clarence sees that. He just says, "That's my jam."
Kega gives you a thumbs up, even though we have established she does not have thumbs.
I minor illusion thumbs on Kega.
Okay, right. So, do I need to make a check to climb on top, or just because I have a climb speed?
I would say climb speed's enough. That's fine.
Lovely. Okay, so yeah, I will attempt to bite. Let's see. 16.
16 will hit.
Okay, 7 piercing damage.
Cool. Anything else?
For Kega, no. Jirek is going to run around to, obviously, like, I know where its face is on the token, but I don't know where its head is, like, actually in-game. But basically, I want to get, like, right up in its face, use my bonus action to move the hunter's mark over, and try and stab it, like, and get its attention. I want it to, like, focus on me, so that, you know, because, I mean, I've seen Summer collapse on the floor, so I know this thing means business, but I know I can take a hit.
Yeah, no worries.
Right, so Hunter's Mark on, Spear, 19 for 12 points of damage.
Yep.
And I'm like trying my very best to, you know, make myself like a big target, look vulnerable without actually, you know, getting stabbed.
Makes sense. Clarence, then.
Haven't seen Kega climb on the back and feeling betrayed that Kega's stolen my jam. I'm going to hit it again. That's what I do. I'm recklessly hitting it.
Okay.
Because I'm reckless. Yeah.
Nice, good damage.
21. Could be better. Do I have any bonus actions?
You tell me.
I don't think I do. No, I'm done.
Okay. Summer.
I am just like smack the shit out of this thing. Oh God. 22.
22 will hit.
And then I'll have my extra attack.
Mm-hmm.
Ian. 24.
Yeah.
And 6 points damage again. And then I'm going to spend another KO point and flurry of blows.
Nice, go on. Ooh. Is that a nat 1?
Ooh, no.
Ooh, let's see what that one does.
Oh dear.
What
I'm not
is
going to
it?
piss it again, am I?
Melee. Go ahead and roll me a 1d20, please.
22. Oh. Don't like the sound of that.
Roll a strength, an athletics check, please. DC 15. Ooh.
Okay.
Let's see. D12. Your quarterstaff flings out of your hand and travels 5 foot and lands on the ground.
That's scary.
If you have any movement and a bonus action left, you can immediately pick it up. Doing so
I mean, I have movement.
doing so will prevent an attack of opportunity. Sorry,
I have
provoke.
movement left.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll risk it.
Okay.
Risk it for a biscuit.
Risk it for a biscuit. Fair enough. So you go to pick it up, and doing so.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Better be a chocolate biscuit.
Oh, nat. That's a 27 or a nat 20 on a bite.
That's not
I'm down
good.
again. It doesn't matter because I'm down again.
You take 16 points of piercing damage.
I thought he was 6T then. I was oh fuck. Let's go get someone resurrected. Let's hope that level of claret comes in quick, eh, Clarence?
I am unconscious once.
Okay.
Shouldn't you have got another d6 from
Oh yeah, you
Wizcraft?
get that. Well, you can add that as well, but you'd still be unconscious, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And now, of course, the Wyvern's turn. Seeing you fall to the floor and being barraged with attacks from both Jirak and from Clarence, it will attempt to try and get you both in retaliation. So 17 at you, Jirak.
That misses.
Oh, and did your attack was reckless, wasn't it?
It was. He has advantage against me.
Oh, you can roll that again then.
Yay!
Oh, that's fine. So 22 to hit.
That misses. No, that hits.
That's 12 piercing damage, and I need you to make another Constitution saving throw. You lucky son of a bitch.
He needs to understand.
He does.
There ain't no poison in Clarence. So what was it? 12.
Yeah, 12.
12 piercing.
Yep. Gaplana.
Oh, gonna shoot dragon, rinse and repeat. I've seen people go down. I'm not going down as well.
Yeah, 13 will hit.
The 6.
Yeah.
Clarence, how low are you?
Pardon?
Clarence is golden.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not even bloodied yet.
Fine. Okay, so I want to move my dryad just so it hovers over Summer when she awakes. She sees its dryad.
Okay.
There might go.
Kega.
Alright, Kega's just gonna keep sinking her claws in. Well, her fangs, technically. Ooh, nat 1.
Ooh, nat 1. And that is...
She loses her teeth.
Oh, it could be. Melee attack. This is a natural weapon. Roll 1d10, please.
1d on 0. Enter.
Ooh, that was a lucky miss with the tooth loss there. Wild thing, she overextends herself going for the kill, and your opponent gains advantage on attack rolls against her for one turn.
I would just like to remind you, she has 22 hit points. If you hit her with a tail, she will die immediately. just so you know. So you know.
Okay. Well, it's preoccupied at the moment. We'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah, that's Kega's turn. Jirak is going to, I think, seeing as how the tail is the bit doing the most damage, I think he's just going to like run the whole way around and not like try and grapple the tail, but almost try and saw it off. Like he's attacking the base of the tail to try and weaken it. Just so he can, I don't know if that like walking all the way around it gets an attack opportunity, but it'll be like up around here.
Yeah, if you're walking like beyond like Clarence and Summer, I think you would probably leave the range. But you if you're trying purposely to not, then
I mean, I'm honestly, I'm mostly trying to detract attention away from Kega, so I might just take the attack of opportunity, almost like as a sort of, hey, look at me, attack me instead of my beautiful, precious lion.
Okay. 24 bite. Misses anyway.
Okay. And then once I get around the other side, spear. 13 if I don't have advantage.
Very well tonight.
I have got a +8, which is nice. Okay, 15 points of piercing damage, and I believe that's all I can do for a bonus action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clarence,
that's everything.
This beast is looking quite bloodied at this stage.
So has Jirak sort of grappled the tail, or is he sort of sawing the tail?
He's kind of like jabbing at the tail to try and weaken it.
I'm all up in its business on the rear end, basically.
Can I also try sawing at it with my war?
Sure.
I respect the enthusiasm, Clarence. We'll make a fine Dragon Slayer review yet.
I'm also recklessly attacking the tail.
Yep. That is unbelievable. Its hit points is 8. You rolled an 8 plus your 2 rage. How do you want to do this?
Can I stab it with its tail?
With its own tail?
Can I hit it with its tail? Like, I hit its tail with a hammer, which contracts the muscles so it kind of stings itself.
Yeah, I get what you're trying to do. Yeah, sure. So as you hit the tail with such pressure, it kind of flex back, almost like when you go to a doctor's and they check your reactions on your knee and tap your knee and it flicks up. It does that, and it kind of whips and slashes across its throat. And you see its throat pierce open, blood just pours out, and you can see the remnants of the poison on the edges just kind of fizzing at its throat, and you can hear an awful shrieking gargle as it just thuds to the floor.
Hell yeah.
And Clarence just sheepishly says, "Did I do that?"
Nicely done. I go over and I ruffle up his hair.
I kind of growl at him. I'm still raging.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You try to pet a chihuahua and it like tries to bite you. Oh fuck!
It's like a terrier.
Yeah. So one of them really leery small dogs. Oh, nicely done. Nicely done. I'm just gonna give it a couple of stabs to make sure it is dead. Summer is healed by the healing spirit, right?
Yeah, there's 1d6 around, is it?
I think so, yeah. And does it last a minute? Because I remember hearing something about like out of combat, it's like kind of busted, to be honest.
Where is it? Healing Spirit is concentration up to a minute, and it's 1d6. Yeah, cause restore 1d6 on a creature. Yep. Yeah, so each turn it's 1d6. So I will say for brevity's sake, that's fully healed for some of them.
Nice.
Clarence is going to go back to climbing the other dragon.
Okay, so you have 2 wyverns currently dead in front of you.
I wonder how much we'll get in that two. It's the one.
I heard that if you bathe in dragon's blood, then you become resistant to that to that type of dragon, like that special thing.
At a slight cost, I'm afraid, Clarence. It also turns you into a dragon man, and we would not want that now, would we?
No.
Yes! Clarence runs.
Absolutely not.
Well, in any case, yeah, like clothesline him just across the face.
Rocky tackle him out.
In any case, let's get these tails off and get them in the bag.
What other parts of these wyverns would be worth money? Because obviously we've got the one person who wants the one thing, but there's a whole lot of wyvern.
Typically, it's heart, eyes, brain, blood.
Let's do it. Let's butcher these wyverns.
Okay.
Well, you have
I want to get a particularly vicious-looking claw, possibly from this dragon or one of the wyverns, that's roughly the shape and size of a spearhead, if possible.
Can I do the same? Just add it to my bear claw.
Just poke it through the middle, pretend no one realizes.
They're just anchors. They just kind of drag behind.
Give me a sec. Hold on. I'm trying to find my loot.
I also have a poke about the nest as well.
Okay. Well, anyone that's poking around the nest can roll an investigation check.
I'm really curious about this weird multicolored dragon, to be honest.
I want to know more about the man that's riding it. What's his story?
You get a closer look, Clarence, and it's just like a really deformed, like bone growth that makes it look like someone's riding it.
I think I've got a new path in life.
Dragons are filth, Clarence. You will understand this soon enough.
Be a dragon rider.
Yeah. So, firstly, if you're trying to harvest the wyvern, you can roll a medicine. Sorry, if you're harvesting just the general parts and any parts, not the parts you've been sanctioned with getting, do a regular survival check, please. If you're going for the particular part that you've been tasked with, do a medicine check.
Do I hit an artery and just get sprayed in acid blood?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Apart from you just get sprayed with more blood, and yeah, you like butcher it and butchering it is an understatement. Like organs that could have been put to good use, or like sold on like some sort of black market or whatever, are literally just like messy pulp.
Did I use my warhammer?
Pretty much. You're like, this will work.
A man of medicine, truly.
I'm good at this.
Goplana. Searching through what you can see in the nest area, you do find hold on. You do find an egg. It's rather big in size, but it's kind of like surrounded by like grass of the nest area, and it's just sort of at the back end of where this wyvern was protecting.
Do they imprint?
You don't know.
The wyvern. Who's got the egg? Egg?
Well, no one's got it yet. Ellie has seen it. She's investigated. That's what she's seen. So, Goplana.
I want to kill it on sight.
No. You promised I could have a pet. I can look after it. I'll raise it. I'll take it for walks. I'll look after it.
I can neither confirm nor deny that I would kill it on sight.
It's just an egg. I mean, we haven't even had breakfast yet.
The people in the Cobalt Soul, they can use it, study it, exactly. And that way, it's protected and it's looked after, and we aren't just splattering eggs.
Alternate opinion. I just throw it on the ground really hard.
Let Clarence have it.
It's cheaper, more efficient, and it's what would happen anyway in 10 years' time when some twatted up scientist in a tower realizes that a fully grown wyvern isn't something you can have for a pet. They are lizards. They do not feel affection.
Well, you just haven't met enough lizards.
I've met plenty of fucking lizards.
Rack, we can get money for this. We could sell and make quite a lot of money.
Would you burn a village for 50 gold?
Yes.
No.
I think I just fully just punch Clarence directly in the face. Almost out of reflex, just stick my hand out and punch him in the face. Because that's what you would be essentially consigning this to. I guarantee you, no matter what talented scientist or biologist or anatomist you give this egg to, I guarantee you they've either already got one and they're going to gain nothing from it, or it's just going to go somewhere where it definitely shouldn't be. Because the only place we would sell it is Western, and something this precious, the class will know about it immediately, and then the class will buy it, and then the class will have a wyvern.
Yeah, but we'll be gone by then.
We're not staying in Western. We're leaving as
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah, we might be, but the people who then have to live with a criminal gang that has a wyvern, not to mention that,
A lot of ifs and buts.
Dale may have been kidnapped by them. We should probably sort that out.
I mean, I'm sure she'll be back.
But do you know what has no ifs or buts about it? Destroying it right this very second. That's straight up and down. Done. Problem solved.
Why don't we take it, sell it, have money for it, and then destroy it?
Why destroy it when we could sell it and then steal it back and then sell it again? We could just keep doing it.
Until it hatches.
This could be our business. We could literally just sell it and then steal it back.
here's another idea.
Oh,
Last time we tried to make a quick buck using some slightly shady methods. Everything fell to shit pretty much immediately.
Exactly. It's got to work out at some point.
Good point.
I want to destroy it.
One of these times we're going to get it right. Why can't it be this time?
Why risk it?
Skip for a chocolate biscuit.
I'm lactose intolerant.
Has anyone actually picked up the egg yet?
I'm stood over it.
I kind of feel like we're all stood around it in a circle.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh. Taking out 2 wyverns.
Yeah, I mean, they're not that hard. We just took 2 out and it was really easy.
Mm-hmm.
Did nearly die. How's Torak leaving you when you look like shit going for you? Because we can then cross that off the list.
Oh yeah, Summer, how's do you feel less possessed?
Oh, God. Punch you. I don't feel any different. To be quite honest. I mean, there's only one way to find out, and that's probably when we go to bed.
No, give the sword a hold, see what happens.
Don't do that. Now, I say, and I'm gonna like put my foot on top of the egg and sort of like roll it back and forth underneath. Not like crushing it, but
as you move it, you hear the and you pull it back, and you can see that there's
as it cracks. I'm trying to jump in the way, so I'm the first thing it sees.
There is literally just a messy pulp of like crusty like egg white already under it. It's been broken for quite some time.
Oh.
You only rolled a 14. You only rolled a 14. That's all you found.
And now, gang, here's a fun thing. Now we never have to worry about it ever again. I would like to point out that would have been the exact same outcome had we killed it on sight.
Oh,
now,
I'd named it and everything.
That's a dead dragon. Dead dragons, or dragons in general, they love a bit of treasure.
You literally just went Durgan. Oh no, my Durgan.
Yarp.
Right. That's a dead dragon. This wasn't its home. I don't know what kind of dragon it was, so I don't know exactly where it would have made its home, but it'd be somewhere nearby because 99% of the time a dragon is killed near its lair or in it. So somewhere nearby there's a dragon sword. Maybe. It's probably been pilfered, but I say we give it a look.
What's that?
How?
Did anyone cut off the tail?
Yeah, I got the wyvern tails, yeah.
Did you do medicine check for those?
Oh no, I just sort of said I locked at it with an axe.
No.
Oh boy.
Medicine check.
Medicine.
I'll help him.
Right. You successfully know how to. It's now doing so. Let's do a survival check now, please.
Again, I'm assisting.
Oh, don't need your help, mate.
More than sufficient. You managed to remove a nice, healthy portion of the wyvern's tail intact with its poison gland.
Get the other one as well.
Yeah, I say we grab both.
Same again.
Okay.
I'm again assisting. I'm kind of dabbing his brow as he does it.
Nice, both.
Hand axe.
You have 2 wyvern tails. Stinger intact.
Is anyone going to try and harvest the other wyvern?
All the other bits.
Yeah. because I've butchered one of them. I mean, you can't even tell it's a wyvern anymore. It's just a pile of.
I'm so proud of you.
Entrails and.
Thanks, brother. Thank you, big brother.
Right. I mean, I'll give it a go, mostly just to amuse him. Like, what do you want me to try and cut out?
Just a survival check if you're just just doing it.
What are we taking from it? What bit?
Eyes, heart, brain.
Eyes, heart, brain.
Teeth.
Go.
Oh.
I was assisting. I've been assisting with everything. I'm also assisting this time.
Well, it's still a 15 for a DC, so.
I'm still covered in blood.
So, Jirak goes up and goes to cut it in the wrong place. You're like, no, I tried there. It's not good. So he moves around to another area, starts cutting away, and at first it looks promising, and then it just this flood of blood, and it's almost like a deflated flan, that hasn't setted properly, just collapses within itself, and you see a flood of green poison acid start to eat away at some of the organs.
Ooh,
I think you
that's
ruptured
gross.
its stomach.
And the breastplate.
Sorry, Clarence. Butterfingers, I guess. But I'm genuinely curious about this dragon. Like you said, it's got multiple different coloured scales. Is there any way
it would appear in the light? It would appear that that's the case, but it's hard to tell.
It's like sort of the way the light reflects off it, like oil almost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it a rainbow dragon?
If only.
Is it for pride?
I think rainbow dragons exist. No, fairy dragons exist, and they're very small. No, I don't think this is a rainbow dragon. If it was a rainbow dragon, it wouldn't be dead in the bramblewood. It would be in heaven somewhere.
It's been here for a very, very long time.
To
the point that some of the bones aren't really bones as much anymore. That they are almost fossilized in a way.
Judging from the size, would I be able to figure out what age this dragon was when it died?
It was certainly an adult dragon.
Mm-hmm.
It's that old. Do we still want to go and find the lair?
I mean, a dragon dying is news. News. And the first thing anyone does when a dragon dies is try and figure out where it hid all its gold. So I think we might be stuffed in that regard.
And then back to Westron it is.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Yeah, you all done here?
I think we're all done. As long as we've got everything out the nest.
Well, if you want one last check, you can always do another investigation check.
I'll give it a once over while we leave.
Okay.
I can see nothing.
Seems pretty bare. You see the egg. Disappointed. Sorry, I haven't got anything over the 15.
Am I fancy go?
Right, okay. So okay. So you can tell by the way that this sort of cul-de-sac is designed naturally that the only way out is kind of back the way you came and perhaps taking the alternative route that you didn't. And it does take you a few hours travel into the wood away from the Get Shadow Mount again in the direction you believe or at least Godplan would most certainly know, is the way back to Estron.
I'm so glad I took that feat.
Oh, lovely jubbly. Let's head on back then.
There are, however, you come to a intersection that seems to split off in 4 directions. Go away, Wizcrack. So the road you come down almost reverts back on itself from behind up into a different section, and then 2 off in front, left and right.
I am. Oh no, you go.
No, never mind.
I was going to say I've got the background feature that says basically I roughly know my way around in the wilderness, so I'll just sort of rely on my innate sense of direction, whatever way that might be.
Well, each will take you somewhere. It's just dependent on which way you want to go.
Okay. So we came from top right, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we roll a d3. 1's top left, 2's bottom left, 3's bottom right. Any objections? Oh, actually, wait, no, Clarence. Do you want to pray?
I mean, if you think it will help.
It's got us here,
Of course
isn't
it will, yeah.
Well, it got us lost. But yeah, I'll pray.
Okay, make your religion check and make a prayer.
Oh, knowing mistress, which way should we go?
The rain eases off a little bit. You think something may have happened, and then it starts raining heavier again.
Did it stop in a certain direction?
Nope.
Left.
Very well. Left we go.
So,
Is that done there? Yeah.
okay. So you travel down. It doesn't take you long, and kind of you come to an end of like a dead end almost. And as you kind of look around for a pathway, you think, oh, perhaps this was the wrong way, and you go to head back the way you came, but you hear Kegger begins to like growl, but not like an aggressive growl. It's a growl that you've not really heard her do before. And you look at her and you can hear the and as you look in the direction of where this footstep sound comes from, a large male mountain lion appears
Uh-oh.
out of the tree line. And he's kind of like leering at everyone, but still like almost strutting in a way his dominance, and he's giving like a kind of growl, and Kegger kind of responds in the same way, and she looks at you all like doughy-eyed.
I am going to use my what's it called? Is it Natural Explorer?
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe that's a ranger thing. I can communicate. Oh, primeval awareness, I think it is. I have an innate ability to communicate with beasts, and they recognize me as a kindred spirit. Through sounds and gestures, I can communicate simple ideas to a beast as an action, and can read its basic mood and intent. I would like to read this mountain lion's intent.
Sure. It's mating season. Kega is on heat.
Oh no.
I don't think Jirag knows what to do with that information.
Should we give them a moment?
Uh,
I mean,
Summer is just gonna.
is Kega into
Bow, bow. Bow, bow. We've broken Jirak again.
He's a big fucking lion as well.
He's easily double the size of Kega. Easily.
I'm worried for her.
I mean, he's even in this woods. He's pristine. As far as mountain lions, I mean, you've come across other mountain lions, and usually they look a bit battle scarred or whatever. He is like, if there was a prince, like in terms of his prestigeness and how like clean and groomed he would look, this is the prince of all lions.
He's like the Simba of the Bramblewoods sort of thing. Yeah. Okay, right. Yeah. Well, that's immediately made me quite suspicious because he's very big and there's no battle scars. Lana, do you have identify at all?
No.
I think he might not be a real lion. I think it might be a man pretending to be a lion so he can fuck a lion. I won't lie, it's not the first time it's happened. Fucking furry.
I mean, you just used your nature willness. I would imagine you surely would have picked up on that, just so you know.
Oh, okay, right. Okay. That's wow. Honestly, I think Jirak might have just like come up with that as sort of an excuse. They said, it's not a real lion. It's just a man using magic. Yeah, there's a huge furry community in Tal'Dorei.
Let them go at it.
Go what?
I mean,
she's nudging you.
If he's gone to all this effort,
Kega is like now nudging her head into your side.
Oh, I don't like this one bit.
Go on, Kega.
Oh no, don't. Okay, fine. Jirak doesn't really understand exactly. Like, he gets it's like you know when you're a child and you hear a swear word and you know like, oh, that's a bad word, but you have no idea what it actually means. I think like that's what Jirak's going through. He's like, okay, right. There's obviously like everyone knows something apart from me. I have no idea what's going on. Sure, Kega, go for it.
She's like gone. She literally, as soon as you say sure, she's bolted, and she goes down like submission pose like lions do, and like paws up and like rolls over, and like, I mean, it's nature to them. There's nothing sordid. They just get
I've gone. As soon as she ran, I ran.
They don't go off into a little like dark like room or anything. They just get down to it.
Jesus Christ.
You know what my favourite thing about this whole thing is? The fact you've researched this.
No, I know about lions. I've watched documentaries.
Didn't have anything planned, so he just, make us all watch when two big cats had sex in front of us. Right.
Clarence has just mysteriously got popcorn.
Just some illusion, some popcorn. Just
just sitting there, throwing him into my mouth.
As I say, Jirak's just gone round a different route, and he's just taking a minute. He's whistling to himself, maybe doing some stretches. Just sort of.
Sure.
Clarence, you might get a pet.
So a few moments pass.
Come on, mate.
And there's clearly some growling, and they do finish, but he walks off, and Kega does follow.
No. Kega, back. I start shouting after her, if she's at all listening.
Gone.
Gang, we have a problem, and I'm going to just sort of make my way.
You have a problem.
This is Marker.
Okay, to be honest, that is something I would say, so I can't even get mad at you for that. But where's my lion? It's over there. It's right here. I want it back.
Kega! I'm running after Kega.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Oh boy.
Nope.
I run into a bush.
I have advantage on. Never mind. So I have advantage on this because I'm technically tracking a beast.
Okay.
You're tracking
with a 13. Gone.
Help.
Evan might be able to stick around.
walking, so we can run after them, right?
They went they weren't going at a leisurely pace. They were moving at speed. Yeah. Shit. Fuck balls. Yeah. I mean, all I can do is track it, and I didn't have any luck in tracking them.
But if we follow Evan, and if it won't happen. No, never mind. There's no anything coming out. The cat doesn't care.
Right. DM, has she ever done anything like this before? Just gone off on her own into the woods?
She's gone off into the woods on her own, gone hunting for herself. Yeah, she's done that for quite a while, especially in your youth. But she always seemed to come back.
Well, I guess I don't want to say that she'll be fine because it's abandoning. I guess I'm gonna try and make note of the direction they went, where we are at the moment, where they might be headed.
Sure thing.
And sort of just
yeah, you get your spearhead, and you make a mark in the tree nearby.
Like a big J or something in the tree. Or I guess we'd I just leave it, I suppose. Say again?
I want to set up camp and we can wait for her, see if she'll come back.
It's getting on a bit, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say with the travel that took you to get here, it is probably late dinner. So yeah.
Okay, all right.
So you want to set up?
That's not a bad idea. Yeah.
Wonderful. That'll be a great place to leave it. So, just so you are aware, guys, you've reached a milestone and you have leveled up.
Hey.
The boy's got
Level
action
6.
surge.
Level 6.
Love that.
Oh god, I think Jirak literally must have broke 3-4 times.
Okay, right. When you say Jack, you mean Ollie, because that last one, that wasn't in character. That was me being absolutely fucking. I had no idea that was. Jesus Christ.
I had to come up with something. I was just like, what do I do? Because like your animals are just gonna be animals. Like, nah.
Cruelty.
Fun.
Now, I'm now having second thoughts. Oh wait, no, because that's no. Never mind. Don't worry. I know what I'm doing because I am a Beastmaster Ranger. I'm not going to go do that. Okay, cool. Oh hell yeah! Look at that. Look at that.
Ooh, a druid circle feature.
Yeah, I've got fucking action surge. Things are about to get very violent.